asking for a toy mama couldn't buy. They smiled, they begged, tried to make her laugh. Her pride couldn't say we can't afford it, but she couldn't ignore it. So she grabbed her belt and told them what my mama told me. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It all started It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It all started in our 5. This woman is giving me fits. Her mouth keeps saying words, but ain't talking about shit. Real madness, I need to do that. I asked her to chill, she couldn't do that. I gave the side eye, she asked who I'm looking at. Then I remembered what I saw in our 5, so I looked her in the eyes and said, it's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It's gonna hurt me even more.
Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Stay away from cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player, or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from toddlers. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause on stuff she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fucking, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, low, bring in the choir. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare.
Man, welcome to the Dirty Folks Podcast. I am your guy, Dirty Folks, and I do appreciate y'all being here today, man. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna open this up, man. Real quick. I went voted today. And when I got there, it was packed. It was packed. All old people. I may have been one of the only 3 people in there under the age of 50. Under the age of 50. I'm not saying that everybody else is not going to vote. I'm not saying that people didn't early vote and they're not going to go back after work. 4 people. There was a guy in there. He worked for Chicago Trends. He was a bus driver. He had his bus driver outfit on. He was voting before he went to work. 4 places packed. All of the people who volunteer for the polls are women. And they're paid volunteers. They get paid for it. But they were all women. There were no men this year. Except one sexually ambiguous Latino guy. I don't know what he might have been. He might have been black. That other brand of black. But nothing at my polling spot but women. And a bunch of old people, strollers, walkers, canes, old, like I said. So, and there are a lot of women, way more women than men. And I'm like, okay, this is a Kamala poll. But I just couldn't get over how old they were. I mean, like, can't walk old, bro. Like teeter-tottering, like real toddlers, like old. And I I was in line waiting for my turn to do my civic duty, and I asked myself, why in the hell are they voting, bro? Like, but beside it being your civic and civil duty to vote, why are they voting? Like, what what do they plan to get out of the vote, right? Like, there is no um except for the history that they wouldn't allow you to vote. There's no pressing issue for them to vote in this election, right? There's no Medicare and Medicaid on a agenda, no Social Security on the agenda, no retirement on the agenda, no pensions, no nothing. And that's what older people care about, right? None of their issues are on the table. They're voting just to vote about things that are identity politics that they won't have to live with down the road, right? Like, they won't have to live with anything, not just a World War III type of thing. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but like financial demise, because you have to understand that all of these people plan to give all of their stuff away to a toddler. It just is what it is, right? Like, none of these people are really going to do anything to push it forward. And you can tell that by the fact that they're still in the game. Baby boomers are still in the game, and they shouldn't be. Okay, let me tell you how life works real quick. Real quick. I'm in the coaching portion of my life. That's why we got the Marry Your Secretary course, and that's why I give you the Tyler Tales. This is how life works. You're a player in the game of life. You're a player from like the age of 10 to 35, right? Maybe 5 to 35. You're learning the craft, right? See life as a sport. You go from Pee Wee League to Little League to your elementary school team to fresh off JV, varsity, college, pros. If you're a good pro, you can play till you're about 35. This LeBron James, uh, Paul, can't think of Paul's name, but CP3 thing, Chris Paul, anomalies. Most people play 12 years in the league, 15 years, and then they go about their business, right? Get their pension. You only need to play 6 years to get a pension, right? And then at 35, what do? You coach. You coach little league. You coach pro, but you coach. Go back to college, you coach like Patrick Ewing, right? You coach. You take all of your knowledge from your 30 years of playing, from 5 years old to 35. You take all that knowledge and you coach the next generation. You pass the baton. Then, when you hit around 60, 65, you get elevated again, right? Then you become either a owner, if your money right, or you become a president, you become a director, you become, and what is Garpax? The front office guys that do the drafting, whatever. You go to the front office, right? So you go from being a player to being a coach to being in the back office. That's life. That's the farm system that soccer, basketball lately with AAU, but AAU suck. What soccer and baseball is great at, the farm system, right? Here to here, here to here, here to here. It's preordained. Boomers still want to play, bro. They still want to play. They don't pass down well. They don't pass down positions. There is no grooming. There is um no next in line for Louis Farrakhan or Jesse Jackson or no. And not only is there no new next in line, when you decide that you want to be the next in line, They'll stop you. They'll give you a crime bill. They'll give you a Patriot Act. They'll take a King Randall and ridicule him for doing what they wanted Umar to do because Umar worshiped women. So Umar cool, but King Randall want to save the boys. So something wrong with him. They'll stop you. They'll cancel you. Your black women to cancel you. Your boomer men to cancel you. Dudes who can't get pussy, they'll cancel you because they want to impress girls that won't fuck them. But nobody care about them. The people in the position will cancel you for filling the void that they haven't groomed somebody to succeed the men in the first place. What does that have to do with politics? Everything. So when I say all these old people, except 4 people, right? Me, the bus driver, and what looked like a brother sister. Looked like he was 18, she was 20. She was 20 but had a little mustache. I'm like, damn, so you got a little mustache. She'd be cute too without the mustache. And here we are in line. And because I'm looking at the only other people who are under the age of 50, bus driver cool, he about to do his thing, go to work. The brother sister tandem, I'm like, yo, this boy he's sweet. The only thing I could describe him at is Odell Beckham. Light skin with a small fro that's bleached at the top and then fade down and bleached different at the bottom, like Odell Beckham, right? He had the Odell Beckham hairstyle. He had the mannerisms. Obviously sweet. So when who I thought was his big sister popped up, apparently that was his mama. I was like, wow, that's crazy. His mom looked young as shit.
Hell no, to the no. Yeah.
And then it made sense that her son, so now I'm thinking, okay, she's about 36. Her son got to be still 18, but he's obviously gay. So here we go again. Women who raise kids without adult supervision, only thing they can raise is killers, cowards, and gays, right? That's it. Killers, cowards, gays. They don't have well-rounded people. They don't have dudes that don't fight but can fight, that go to the gun range to shoot but never been a hitter. They don't have well-rounded American children. They have killers, cowards, or gays. And hers was a gay. Made perfect sense, right? Perfect black American thing. And I said, what does she want to vote for? That's going to help me, right? As a heterosexual person, taxpayer, what's she going to vote for that's going to help me? She's about to vote for abortion. She's about to vote for a foreigner. She's not going to vote for an American person, right? Just because you're born in America don't make you American. I got friends who left America after high school in like 1996 and moved to France. If they came back and ran for president, I'd be like, hell no. Because you've been gone 30 years, bro. You don't know what's going on here. You were born here. Like by legally, you could be the president if you wanted to. If you stay in America for a year and get the residency requirement down. But you ain't been here in 30 years. Like, what do you know about what's going on today? I want to show you something. We've all seen this clip before, by the way. We've all seen this clip before, but I have not seen this remix. This remix is crazy. I was looking for videos of fights at the polls, and what I found is a Karen. This is the face of your enemy, sirs. Karen and Keisha are your ops. White men are not your ops. Arab men, hit and miss, right? But they really just here to take your money and take it out your community. This is the face of, but the Karen thing is so crazy because Karen is also your ally, right? It's crazy, right? So Karen is the oppressor to your masculinity, but she is the supporter of your melanin. Karen is a tricky one, my nigga. She's a tricky dick. But listen to the spin that she put on it. I'm gonna break this down slow, man, because she says a lot, but listen to the spin of when those big burly broad back women who obviously Democrat stop this man from his opportunity to provide a civic duty because they didn't like his hat. Let's check this out.
That voter attacked poll workers after being asked to remove his MAGA hat in South Carolina, where it's illegal to wear electioneering apparel to the polls. This isn't the only instance of MAGA Republicans intimidating voters and poll workers. A teenager.
Let's pause right here. Let's pause right here. To say it's illegal for the poll workers to wear regalia for who they're it's not illegal for you. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of places. I didn't see it this election, but I've seen it in every prior election. There's a lot of places where they have the name of the candidates. They have like the lawn banners in front of the polling place, in the grass in front of the polling place as you're walking in. Like to remind you, yo, this is who you're voting for, B. It's illegal for the workers, not the voters, man. But this is the twist that liberals put. They'll make you to blame for them. This is the argument that they hate when men say, yo, when women like, I've been assaulted, and they be like, yo, why'd you wear a mini skirt with no panties? And they're like, you blaming the victim. No, I'm just asking, why did you wear a mini skirt with no panties? This is the same argument in reverse. If you want to vote, why did you wear a hat on who you gonna vote for? The hypocrisy is crazy, and it's also not illegal. But let's go, and I'll bring it back. I want you to see it because she about to say some other dumb shit. I want to see the law. Hold on, we're gonna pause it.
And poll workers. A teenager was arrested.
Hold on. Where's that? That displays political party, candidate name, or ballot issue. He didn't do that. A MAGA hat is not a political party. MAGA is not a political party. A candidate name. MAGA is not a candidate name. Ballot issue. There was no MAGA on the ballot. So even if they have a law against a vote, he didn't have a Trump t-shirt on. He broke no law. There was no foul. But let's go to the next one. This one's crazy.
To the polls. This isn't the only instance of MAGA Republicans intimidating voters and poll workers. A teenager was arrested for threatening Democrat voters with a machete at a polling place.
Look at that face. Does he look like he's trying to intimidate voters? Or does he look like a dude in Miami on the way young white boys play on that jackass type stuff? This does not look like an angry person intimidating. Angry, intimidating people don't smile and lift they machete up like they He-Man asking for the power of Grayskull for a TikTok video. This is TikTok activity. This is not threatening. You know what? Let's continue.
Democrat voters with a machete at a polling place in Florida. Women are hiding their votes from their husbands for fear of retaliation. And in a group called the Trump.
Let me go right here. Let's go right here. Because everything she said is so disrespectful. The New Republic, that's a questionable periodical. But MAGA men are freaking out over their wives secretly voting for Harris. Let me explain something to you. Why did you marry her? Generally speaking, women vote the way their husbands vote. Wives vote the way their husbands vote. Normally, your household has the same, or should have, the same sensibility, should have the same view of where you want your life to be as a married woman. And this is why I gave married white women so much credit when Obama got elected. It wasn't necessarily that they were pro Obama. They were anti Hillary. Hillary was telling them things they didn't want to hear, like, yeah, you need to go work. You need to make more money. We need to raise taxes so that you need two incomes in order to live. You need to, besides the households and the person, all that, you need to have a voice, and your voice needs to be heard above your husband, and he needs to be your slave. And white women was like, whoa, that's a lot. That was Hillary's platform. And white women weren't going. They weren't going. Now you're telling me that Kamala Harris is so marketable because she has no policy. She's so marketable that women are turning on their husbands, turning on the household, turning on the leadership over a goofy Canadian, Jamaican, Arab chick. And she doesn't see anything wrong with that. She don't see nothing wrong with that. Goddamn right she should retaliate. She disrespectful.
And a group called the Trump Clan threatened Harris voters in Texas, just to name a few. But this barrage of intimidation proves that they're scared of your vote and your voice. That's even more reason to use it. This fear represents some white men feeling their power over everyone else slip away. They can't disrespect us anymore without pushback, and they don't like that. They call this pushback losing free speech. They called Me Too an attack against men when women called for abuse to end. They called Black Lives Matter a symbol of hate when Black people.
You know what? I want to go back to the Black Lives Matter. I want to break down what she said, though. Every one of these things. Watch this.
Like that. They call this pushback losing free speech.
How many of you guys, while she's talking about the pushback is losing free speech, how many of you guys use two V's to make a W when you put women on social media? How many of you have to put a 3, like W3MEN? Because you have no free speech. How many times have you gotten flags or warning for saying any? I had to change my gender on Facebook. I am a binary lesbian now, because if I type women, I could be like, yo, I saw some women over there, and they'd be like, flag, women is hate speech. I had to change my gender to be able to type women. So now she's telling me that there's free speech. There's free speech when you're a woman. When you're a woman, you can say what you want to say. They did kill free speech. But look, what else you say?
Called Me Too an attack against men.
Me Too was an attack against men. Were there improprieties? Yes. There were men who did things they shouldn't be doing. Matt Lauer had the whole dungeon in his office. Like, things happened that needed to be cleared up. But there were a lot of people who was getting Me Too just for walk past. Like, she felt threatened. Like, he looked at me and I felt like he was thinking about me. He didn't say nothing to me. He didn't do nothing to me. But he looked at me. Me Too. He need to be fired. In Texas, there was a famous video of a Mexican dude in a pickup truck doing what Mexicans do, right? Just grabbing whatever they could use, dumpster diving, right? Dumpster diving. And a black woman was walking past, and he was trying to be polite. He was like, all right, good morning. While he kept doing this thing. And she said, good morning was sexual assault, and Me Too them. Me Too was an attack against men. But let's continue.
When women called for abuse to end. They called Black Lives Matter a symbol of hate when Black people called for police brutality to end. They called.
I hate the word in this particular case, right? I swear to God, until I just saw this shirt to say, is my son next? I thought that was a whole nigga, bro. I thought that was a whole man. Black women are very masculine creatures, bro. You gotta damn near be a gay to fuck with a dark skinned chick, bro. Like, there's a few dark skinned pretty girls, but most of these motherfuckers this bitch look like Lawrence Taylor, nigga. I thought this was a whole 19-year-old college football player. This is a nigga's mama. And you fuck that. She got a son. That means somebody fucked that. Maybe she looked more feminine when she was younger. I don't know. But Black Lives Matter wasn't about black people being assaulted. It was about black men being assaulted. And the face of black men assault and pain was lesbian bitch. Butch bitches look like this. Big, burly, broad back butch bitches. Big fucking bigger than me bitches. That was the face of black man pain, bigger than me bitches, who stole all the money and gave it to gay transgender men. Karen's case ain't really a good case, but let's continue.
They called LGBTQIA plus people groomers and rolled back protections when we just want to feel safe. These were movements for equality and justice. They
Hold
heard
on.
those.
I meant to pause. This is what it comes down to. She got the whole black package, the women, the gays, and the felons, right? She started off with women with Me Too. Started off with, then she went to the felons, right? With Black Lives Matter. Now we at the gays. She's fully black. She's totally black, by the way. Karen is totally black. I'm gonna bring it back. I just want you to hear her say "we," because I want you to know where she is. She's not speaking as a white woman with a family. She is the we. She is the we. This is what it all comes down to. Everything that's positive and productive, they hate. The blacks are commies. The blacks hate beauty. The blacks hate beauty. If you call yourself a black man, get out your feelings and quit being black, my nigga. I don't know what to tell you, bro. The blacks hate beauty. The women, the gays, and the felons hate beauty. They hate structure. They hate order. They hate symmetry. They hate intelligence. They hate ingenuity. They hate teamwork. They hate men. They all hate men. Even when they have a man at home, they hate their man to go hang out with his friends. They hate everything that represents love. So they gangbang on hate because hate does make you great. And they hate you for you while you're trying to be accepted by them. They calling it acceptance. You need to accept me. No, they hate you. You're the ones accepting. They're the ones hating. You got life backwards, Margie. But it all comes down to being gay and turning everybody else gay.
Back protections when we just want to feel safe. These were movements for equality and justice. They heard those calls and felt threatened. But as much as they try to break the systems that preserve democracy, I believe our systems are strong. We have poll workers working to protect each and every vote. Police are investigating voter intimidation and making arrests when people break the law. And we have systems in place that have bent before but not broken. But this is why we say Democrats are fighting to preserve democracy and to make sure every vote is counted. And Trump is sowing chaos, distrust, and division. It doesn't have to be this way.
That's crazy work. The Democrats are trying to keep us all together, my G. So much so that back to my voter story. Before I get to my voter story, before I get there. She said the Democrats love democracy and freedom so much, the democracy that they didn't even vote for their candidate. But don't worry about that. They like democracy and freedom so much that they are fighting for fairness at the polls because they think that MAGA is going to do something. Let me show you something. More than 48 million people have cast ballots since early voting began nationwide ahead of the November 5th election. Here's the thing. Number one, I don't believe them. I don't believe them. I think the fix is in. I don't know if people notice, but there's only 165 million registered voters in America. If you want to tell me that 1 1/3 of all voters voted early. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. In the 2020, I'm about to let this play, but I want to give y'all context, bro. In the 2020 election, once again, we're at 165 million voters, right? In a pandemic when nobody could go outside, you had to ski mask up everywhere, social distancing, no lines. With 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 Biden having 6 people at his rallies and 5 of them with security, they told you. Now I'm gonna show you. Let me see if I can pull this up. Hopefully it's on more. Hopefully it's in my search. So I think it's the last thing I look for. I gotta go to DuckDuckGo, bro, in order to make this proof. You can't find this information on Google. Google's been compromised. Trump had 74 million votes. $74 million. I don't know if you guys can see that. Out of a possible 165. They're saying that Biden had, and I'm looking for it, bro. Because y'all can look, y'all can go Google it if y'all want to, but Google will tell you the percentages. They'll tell you that Trump had 47% of the vote and Biden had, 53 or 49 or whatever, plus minus 2%, however they're going to do it. But they don't give you the numbers. When you look at the numbers, bro, 74 million votes, bro. Let me see if they give you Biden's on here too. They said Biden had 81 million votes. Can we do some simple math, guys? I know girls can't count, so I don't expect Democrats to know this. But if I did 74 and then I added 81 plus some change, I'm at 155, 156 million voters. 155 out of 165. Bro, what's the math on that? 155 divided by 165. What's that? 94%, my nigga. Hell no. Hell motherfucking hell no.
Hell no. Hell no. To the no, no, no.
93.9, 94%. You telling me 94% of America voted for Biden by mail during the pandemic? Nigga, you telling me Biden got more votes than Obama, Reagan, and Clinton combined? Combined. Out in the mail during the pandemic. And 94% of Americans voted. All right. So now they're telling you that 1/3 of all registered voters have already voted by mail because, the inconvenience of coming outside again, right? And all of a sudden, in particular spots, all the mail-in ballot boxes are being burned up just all of a sudden. I smell the voter fraud from across the street. But I digress because she said that strong lesbian woman, that Karen, that black Karen, she said the Democrats are the ones trying to fight to make sure that the polls are fair and equitable. She said the Democrats are the ones trying to stop ballot fraud. All right, let's go. Yeah, we can go without the music. And somehow, in these mail-in voted, mail-in. Let's go back. I want to make sure I don't want to miss. I don't want to misspeak. In these mail-in ballots, Nevada, Arizona, North Carolina. I don't see it. North Carolina hit the plus minus, so that's damn near even. Nevada, Arizona, a lot of old people maybe. And everywhere else, Democrats winning. Democrat blue, y'all. Democrat blue. You see, they making it bigger instead of smaller. They saying all these votes came in, and Democrats just crushing it on the mail-in ballot. That's where we at with it. All right. Kamala's so exciting, so energetic, so magnetic that people are just coming out early. Look at the fix. Look at the fix. North Carolina and Georgia reported record levels of early voting. Georgia, the same state, the Fannie Willis state, where they bringing in votes at 1 a.m, where Trump, when the polls closed, Trump won, and then the next morning on the recount, Biden won. That state, and now North Carolina. Oh, okay. They always show a color as the face of the traitor, bro. And they are, generally speaking, they really are. So I mean, yeah. So now, because of that, look, here it go. Here go the fix. More Democrats voted early so far than Republicans. You don't say. You don't say, right? I wonder how many of these Democrats are still alive, right? I wonder if my mom voted. My mom died last year. I wonder if she voted for Kamala. I would love to see her voter's registration card this year. Now, with all that being said, it started off. Oh, I gotta show you the article. That's a video from the article. Oh no, I gotta find it. Wait a minute. I'll go back to it. Oh no, I'm just taking the tab down. The whole article was about how Trump has people in 34 different states. And you know what? I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you, Smoggy. I agree with you, man. Support the show, man. Support the panel, man. We ain't had no panel. We gonna get a panel. Somebody gonna pop up. Support the show. Support the show, man. That ain't it. I don't know what my support the show is.
Hey baby, how much do you need? How much do you need?
Not much. Just enough for a new wig and a BBL.
Can dirty folks get some cash apps too? Please, kind sir.
All right, you know what's so crazy? So back to my the other thing I noticed when I went to vote today. You know what, Smoggy? I'm with the poll tax, my nigga. I am with the poll tax, bro. Everything that the civil rights took away from people, I'm with that. Literacy tests, poll taxes, $5. Pay $1. Pay $1 to vote. Anyway, make it like a club. Like pay $1 to get in. You ain't paying for the vote. You're paying to get in. Pay $1 to get in. Okay. Anyway, besides people too old to know where the bathroom is, right? People wearing Depends, people who can't find a one sock. Well, that's everybody. We all can't find that one sock. But you know, all that. The other thing I noticed was the influx of let's see if I can find a photo of what it's supposed to look like. The influx of the non-contested, that's what they call it. Uncontested ballot, right? So I have an example of one. It's not a good example, but it's the best I got. This is not how it looked for me earlier today, but we'll give it a run. This would be a Alexander County, Illinois primary election ballot. Don't worry about the names. Look at the names that's missing. Say like representatives, no candidate. For precinct committee man, no candidate. Precinct committee person, no candidate. So you see all these things that say no candidate on their ballot in whatever county I said, though, Alexander County. Shout out to Alexander County. That's not true when you get to the polls. It is not true. You cannot trust these niggas. Man.
Hey y'all! Hey Master's coming! He's coming, y'all! Master's coming! Here we go!
What I noticed when I got to the polls with that, what they call an elected are really appointed. This article is from August 15th, 2023. So this is not a new trick. It's just new to me because I don't, and you don't. We don't know judges. Like, we don't know the people running for judge. They give you this big sheet with like, well, Chicago's a huge city. So they give you like 100 judges to vote for, and you got to say yes or no if they should maintain. And I'm like, I don't know these goddamn judges. I just voted yeah for men with German names and no for all women with hyphenated names. And that's how I did it. I'm like, oh, hyphenated name, no for her. She can't be a judge. That's how I did it. I don't know the judges, but then you had state judges on a federal level, right? And when it came to, so we're talking Illinois Supreme Court, we're talking the Fed offices in Illinois, like federal positions and high state positions. And all of those ones that I showed you earlier that was like no candidate, all of a sudden there was only one name there, and they were all women. Every single one of those no candidate became a woman.
Hell no, to the no.
So for this show, I started researching like what the fuck, and apparently this has been in the mix for a year, and it went over everybody's head. First of all praise to the Queen Mother Earth Goddess. All praise Queen Mother Earth Goddess. She is the new face of government, and y'all allowed it. New face of government, Keisha. I'm gonna read this article out though, because it's important, and we're gonna run through the article real quick. I'm gonna skim through a lot because I want to get to the bottom. But apparently, it was very important for us to know the name of Joy V. Cunningham, because this whole article about Joy Cunningham. But and Joy was one of those names with, no opposition, right? So Cook County Democratic Party threw a support behind Illinois Supreme Court Justice Joy V. Cunningham on Tuesday, putting her in strong position to keep her appointed post in the court next season. Cunningham's selection was the most significant judicial endorsement in a parade of candidates hoping for posts ranging from circuit court to the state's top court in the primary and general elections next year. All but two of the slated candidates already hold posts that they seek to keep, as they were appointed by the Illinois Supreme Court, which fills judicial vacancies until the next election. Appointed judges must then run in general elections to keep their seat. I want to really, I wish I could have somebody say, I'm going to reread this because it's very important. All but two of the candidates were appointed because there was a vacancy, right? So somebody retired before their time, which makes no sense. But if you want me to believe that, all right, people died, things happen. And then they appointed the vacancy until the next election, my nigga. And then they have to run for the seat, right? That's what it say, right? Appointed judges must then run in a general election to keep the seat that they were appointed. But here's the thing. They're the only name on the list. You understand me, bro? They're the only name. Who are they running against? This is the bullshit when they say the people elected me. The people didn't have a choice. The people didn't elect you, Joy. Technically they did, but you were appointed. And then they put you in a position where they said, man, there's a vacancy. And they said it on the thing. Vacant seat. Vote for Joy Cunningham. That's it. No other tabs, nothing else to go. Joy or nothing. And if you put nothing, they kick your election form out the machine because you got to fill it in, right? In Illinois, we still use the Scantron thing. They slide through the Scantron machine. If all of them not filled out, they tell you which one you didn't fill out and push it back out. You got to fill it in. So now I got to vote for you, Joe. You're the only one here. And this is not some bullshit like the water reclamation or even bullshit like school board president. Because that's bullshit. It's going to be either a gay or a chick. But either way, they're going to be gay. Whether it's a woman or a man, they're going to be gay. And they're going to fuck your kid up. It's not even that. We're talking the same people that talk about justice and equality. The same people saying they're misrepresented. The same people who are there when you're going through your situation with your ex-wife and she's trying to take the house, the kids, the car, and the dog. And you like, well, damn, can I keep my fishbowl? These are the judges that tell you now you can't even keep a fishbowl. These are the ones that deal with your with your claims when you get hurt at work and you're trying to sue your employer and they putting you through the rigmarole trying to hope that the legal process takes longer than you can pay for a lawyer. They're the ones that's helping out the ops. And they're telling you that they're elected by the people. But I'm gonna go back. I want to show you. We because it's bigger than joy. Scroll down real quick. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, my bad. Um, she was appointed to fill the vacancy left by Ann Burke. Ann Burke is a woman. Just trust me. Ann is a woman. And her husband, and she recused herself last year after her husband got indicted. Longtime Chicago alderman and power broker Ed Burke on federal corruption charges. So she had to quit because her husband got popped. But you know her husband was doing all that shit because his wife was helping him be complicit in the crime. That's why she recused herself from the seat. And now Joy got it. They could have put a man there. They didn't. They put Joy. But here's where we're going. This is where I want to go. Real quick. Another bulldagger chick. This was our choice, y'all. It was either gonna be her. This is Tony Periwinkle. Let me see if I can blow this picture up. This is Tony Periwinkle, y'all. This chick is at least 6'2", 6'3", bro. I've never seen her in a skirt, nigga, ever in my life, nigga. Every time I see her, she got the whole Hillary Clinton pantsuit ensemble, the whole collection. She is a straight bulldagger. You could tell she mixed breed. She Jewish and black, but she more Jew than black. But everybody keep telling you she black. But Tony Periwinkle. Tony Periwinkle. I've never met a black person named Periwinkle. I would wear Periwinkle. I'll wear Periwinkle and tell you I was purple. I'll wear Periwinkle. But I've never known it. It's not a traditional name. You don't know no the Periwinkle. And it was either her or Beetlejuice, Lori Lightfoot. These were our choices. A tall dyke bitch or a midget dyke bitch. Tall butch or midget butch. That was our choice, and that's why nobody voted. Anyway, yeah, how I get about this? I don't know. I can't scroll out this shit. It's crazy. All right, here we go. Here we go. Of the 10 spots for the Cook County Circuit Court, 9 endorsements went to candidates, including I'm gonna pull this up, man. Y'all think I'm playing with this shit? Corrine Cantwell Hedgie, woman. Sarah Johnson, woman. DeAndre M. Dyer. I don't know what DeAndre is, right? I want to say a dude, but I don't think it's a dude. I don't think DeAndre is a dude. I think it's a woman. Arlene Y. Coleman dash Romeo. Hey, I didn't vote for her, nigga. I told you, no hyphenations, bro. No hyphenations. Arlene Coleman dash Romeo, woman. Neil Cohen, man. Ed Underhill, that's a man. Dejanay D. Desai. Dejanay. Y'all let a bitch named Dejanay, bro. Y'all let a bitch named Dejanay become a judge. Y'all disgust me.
My congeniality is fucked. I have no sense, and I need to be stopped.
Y'all let a motherfucking name Dejanay be a judge. That's crazy work. That is crazy work. And Chloe, that's a woman. Chloe Peterson. I like the way they spell that though. Peterson. I like the way they spelled it. And James Murphy. James Murphy dash Agaloo. Yo, I don't trust this nigga either, bro. I don't trust this nigga. He got a hyphenated name. What man does that? Niggas with hyphenated names are gay. They gay. They was raised by all women. They trying to keep their female identity. Mother's guy. He might as well be a girl. It's a guy, but James Murphy dash I don't trust. I don't trust men with hyphenated names, bro. I don't. So we talking at the 10 spots, 8 of them are women. What's it 9? 8. Ed and Neil. 8 out. I know it's supposed to be 7 because it's a James, but I don't trust James, bro. I don't trust him. I bet you James is Jamie. I bet you that nigga's a whole Jamie. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Do I think that no. I don't To answer your question, I don't think that Tony Periwinkle would have been better. I don't think either one of them would have been good, honestly. But what I would have given credit to Tony Periwinkle for is at least she's from Chicago. Chicago's going through the same thing America's going through, and you see how fucked up Chicago is, right? Chicago is going through nobody since Mayor Daley. Since Mayor Daley, nobody from Chicago has run Chicago. Rahm Emanuel, not from Chicago, but became mayor of Chicago. As a matter of fact, they had a whole argument, which is why the Illinois Supreme Court, or whatever state you in, Supreme Court, is so important. Rahm Emanuel didn't meet the residential criteria to even run for mayor. Obama pulled some strings. They had an emergency Sunday court forum in order to put Rahm Emanuel on the ballot. Nigga, you can't go to court for nothing and get in court to the state Supreme Court in 3 days. You skipped all the appellate courts, all the circuit courts. You went straight to Supreme Court in 3 days to get on the ballot to become the mayor of Chicago. Fixes in. All right. Ron won for Chicago. Lori Lightfoot was from Cleveland. She came and fucked up Chicago for 4 years and then moved right back to Cleveland. The dude that we got now, Brandon Johnson, he from Illinois, but he from like Lake County. He's not even from Cook County, so he's showing up from Chicago. He had to leave his big crib in the suburbs and bought an apartment on the west side of Chicago just to fulfill the residency to run for Chicago mayor. Not from Chicago. Same thing going on with America, right? Every time they give you a black face, they now from America. They're from Canada, from Kenya. They don't have a backstory. They don't have a struggle. They don't have a Jim Crow, Willie Lynch, slavery tale. All the same thing with actors too, by the way. You ever notice anytime they give you a story about your people? And I gotta give Spike Lee credit for this. Malcolm X exception, right? Malcolm X exception. But every other person who's supposed to be your black hero is a Brit actor. I'm not saying they can't act, but even your stories can't be told by you. America is for sale, and black men not buying because black men want to buy pussy. They won't love. Whole nation for sale in your image, in your name and likeness, nigga, in your NIL deal. Whole fucking nation for sale in your image, and you won't support your brother and love your brother as you love yourself. Other people coming in and taking this shit over in your image. Dykes coming through in your image getting money. They stealing your sons getting money. They ain't nobody giving money for little girls. They giving money for little boys. They give money to grown women after they have a baby. And they say it's for the kids, but it's really for the woman. They weaponizing you to the fullest, bro. That's why Obama talking to you and not talking to any other heterosexual man. Not the Arabs. You always say white and black. No, not the Arabs, not the Asians, not the Caribbean. You. Because they need to use your name and likeness to be the face of gay, the face of crime, the face of whatever the fuck they gonna do. And you just begging, oh, they gonna cancel me. No nut check. Don't choke a bitch. Don't train a toddler. Want to fight a nigga with a bitch. Won't check the institution. Won't remove yourself. They playing a whole game with you on the board. And you ain't got no sense to get your ball and go home. Just try, but be like, you know what? I'm done with it. Shit crazy, man. That shit crazy to me. I don't understand you colors. I don't know, man. Man, I'll drop the link if y'all want to chop it up. Do a quick commercial break, man. Support the channel, man. Support the stream, bro. I just had some things on my mind, bro. Like this election thing really had me feeling some type of way. Yeah, but support the channel, man. Drop the link. Yeah. Damn, I come on stream, y'all. I ain't got nothing.
Toddler tales are crazy stories that can only happen to me. Each tale is endorsed by Toddlerology and the Marry Your Secretary courses. In a world where toddlers are only loyal to her employer, learn the skills needed to train your toddler to work at your relationship like she works at her job. There's courses for every level of your relationship status, including polygamy. Need support? Join scheduled study groups with other Toddlerology. Click the link below. And now, back to today's story.
Man, shout out to Smoggy Froggy for the $5 cash out, man. Gratitude, sir. Appreciate you, man. I ain't got my happy joy.
I'm gonna drop a dime quarter, a whole change purse, a Chuck E. Cheese token, dropping all that shit. Don't give a fuck.
Happy joy, happy joy, happy joy, happy joy, happy joy, happy joy.
Yeah, man. So, what y'all think, man? Do you think we need a age limit, like 65, like when you retire from work? That's when you should retire from voting. Like, am I the only one that's starting to think that? Because I mean, if you really believe that the youth are your future, that the policies that you do today has to help keep this thing sustained tomorrow, then what's the purpose of you always with your face all in the videos? Makes no sense, right? And I know they do it because they want to be players to the day they die, but that's not how life traditionally works. Anyway, guys, I was just going to chop it up, man. I know I ain't came on. I'm gonna do better. Being a more active streamer, I guess. But I don't be want to say nothing if I don't have nothing to say, bro. A lot of times I don't be having nothing to say. I really don't care about a lot of stuff that's popular. I don't care that. And rest in peace to damn, what's my man name? The producer that produced Michael Jackson album, Bad. See, I can't think his name. I don't care. A lot of times I just don't care, bro. And I don't want to talk about things I can't talk about with passion and conviction. But we gonna start talking about this tribal thing, man. I'm gonna start teaching y'all how to break all this shit down, bro. Things that's really important to me. Those ones you're gonna have to catch live. Yeah, Quincy Jones. Yeah, shout out to Quincy. I'm not exhausted, bro. I'm frustrated. I was talking to my mans last night, and I was like, bro, never have both things at the same time. You got peanut butter, no jelly. Peanut butter and jelly, but no bread. You got bread, but no knife. Like, the stars don't align because so now I'm in this position right now that we have to go this way, right? We got to go this way. As tribe got to go this way. However many people tribe gonna be 15 shooters or 50 million men, that we got to go this way, right? But everybody telling you go that way, right? They're telling you respect women, vote them. We are a nation of migrants, immigrants, and on one hand, they telling you that 80% of your kids can't read when they graduate from high school. In the same hand, those same 80% of motherfuckers is telling you they're the most educated, and then you go to the colleges, bro, and it's third grade math, bro. They whole first 2 years be 001 math. So put some respect on those who hate me. Nah, bro. Look, Keisha, Keisha and Boomers. What's a good Boomer name? Otis, Keisha and Otis. It's not just. There's no. I don't have no natural enemy, bro. I don't have no natural predator. Like everybody who my ops are the people that say they're supposed to love me, bro. All my ops is motherfuckers that say they love me. I have no natural predator, bro. You know what I mean? It's the people that want to take your intellectual property and give it to a bitch, which is damn near all of YouTube now. It's you telling people, man, yo, we got to build it, and everybody like, yo, bro, you build it, and then we'll come through later. That's what bitches do, come through later and interior decorate. Like you build with the builders. You put it together in the beginning. Yeah. Yo, shout out to Broke Genius for the $5 super chat, man. Say you monetize, you winning. I know, right, bro? I got monetized. Got monetized. Stopped doing videos. Went from 100 to in a box, and I appreciate y'all, bro. Went from 100 in the box to 20 in the box. I'm like, well, maybe it's the content. But then everywhere I go, they go dirty. So then I realize I'm just the algo. But I ain't tripping on that. Look, I got to write 3 books. Still got to drop the soap. Got to get that shit on Amazon. And it's just me. And I didn't start this off with just me. And I'm realizing the more that you go, that everybody want to be slaves to a bitch. Like America wants to be slaves to a bitch. And I'm not even just talking romantically now. I'm talking about when I went voting and every name that was uncontested, with the exception of Willie Preston for a state senator who got elected last 4 years ago. I actually voted for Willie 4 years ago. With the exception of Willie Preston, who went unopposed, every other unopposed slot on my ballot was a woman. What space are you going to be a man playing this game? Welcome to tribe, bro. Welcome to the tribal plan, bro. Welcome to the tribal plan. We're in a position where men don't even look out for themselves, where men don't even see the capacity to look out for other men. Men are so benevolent that they think their benevolence has to spread across the world to their own detriment. You got black women saying they got everybody, but black women doing viral videos talking about they need white men to be more racist now. They need white men to attack black men and foreigners more now. They don't even see you as a man. But really what they're saying is they want patriarchy, but they don't want patriarchy to come in black. That's really what they're saying. That they know they need patriarchy. They know goddamn well that they need to be stopped, but they don't want the hand to stop them to be black. That's really what
my
they're saying.
congeniality is fucked. I have no sensors and I need to be stopped.
But the same people that know they need to be stopped are the ones that men are putting in position to stop you. And the only way you can do this is a rebrand, bro. I'm gonna start talking about it more, bro. I ain't gonna talk about it today, man, because I'm kind of frustrated. I want to get ready with this book. But there'll be a time really soon when we reestablish the order that we're gonna need soldiers on deck, bro. We're gonna need spiritual soldiers on deck. We're gonna need, I don't care if I got to change my channel to a Bible study and just talk about the anti-weather, that we're gonna have to go all the way, because this has to be a 3-part war. It's not political. Everybody want to go straight to politics, money and politics. No. The base of any community is the church and the school. You go to any community, it revolves around a church or a school. Or sometimes the church is a school, and they build a whole community around a church or a school. That's where you start. The politics is later. The money come next, but the politics is later. The culture come first. Because when you got the culture, the politics don't matter. The politicians, even though they got the FDA messing with the Amish on how the Amish, you know, refrigerate their deer. Generally speaking, they don't really mess with you. Once you turn the cult into a culture, they don't really mess with you. They send a lot of feds to investigate you, but they don't really mess with you. The Jewish culture, the Amish culture, the Mormon culture are things that you can do whatever you want to do. The Antiochian culture are things you can do whatever you want to do, and nobody bothers you. We're gonna have to start from scratch, and it's not even a black man thing. It's just an American man thing. We got to start from scratch. We change the whole way we see this shit in order so we can win. Because we ain't gonna win. You know what, bro? I know what the audience like. Audience like me to do pre-records about nigga shit, which I don't mind doing. But I have to be in the mood for that. Like, I not do nothing, and then I fuck around do like 12 in one day and just drop them. People want to hear me talk about Larry Hoover and fucking historical figures and shit like that. I might do that. Matter of fact, I might do that, man. That's a good idea. That's what I do, man. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do, man. Y'all, what I said I was gonna do, I didn't do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start making op-ed pieces, man. And I've been saying I was gonna do that for a minute. I just ain't got motivated. Um, I give you an example of what I'm talking about though. I've had some op-ed pieces like loaded up for a minute, and I said I was gonna do videos about them, but I never did. This was one of them right here. And shout out to Excel Pro. I ain't finna go deep into it, but I'm gonna just give you an example of what I'm talking about. And if y'all want to cut and paste what I'm about to say next, y'all can. I don't care. But I'm gonna give you an op-ed, man. Type of shit I be looking at, bro. So Sheila Johnson is the ex-wife of John of Bob Johnson. But anyway, let's go. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Selling black entertainment television. I could have retired, but I didn't want to. That part of getting through black entertainment television.
Wait. Did she say what she saw? Wait a minute. Let me start this fresh.
After selling black entertainment television, I could have retired, but I didn't want to. That part of getting through black entertainment television and selling it, I was at a healing point in my life where I just needed to figure out who I was again and to get my voice heard in the world. I just wanted to recreate something that was going to touch not only a community, but many people. This community, when I moved here, was totally bankrupt. It was boarded up. There was just a couple of thriving shops. One was
Let me pause this real quick. I was gonna let it play all the way through. I just cannot. Sheila Johnson, and she said this 4 times. When she sold black entertainment television, she could have just retired and done nothing. They give you the idea that she built something. Bob Johnson owned BET and was the majority shareholder owner of the Charlotte Bobcats. I got an echo. All right. I don't know what I can do about that. I think that's just fucking old stream, y'all. Anyway, Bob Johnson had to sell BET in a divorce that she filed because she wanted half. So he had to sell BET And then he had to sell the Charlotte Bobcats, which is why Michael Jordan became the owner of the Charlotte Bobcats, which is not a Hornets again, but it was the Bobcats at the time, right? Now she's saying it like, when I had to sell the BE, the T's, I had to say, you didn't have to sell, lady. Bob had to sell his half in a divorce settlement that you filed for. Then you didn't know what the fuck you were doing, and you sold the rest of Viacom. You didn't have to sell shit, lady. You stole your husband's drink. Then you made him sell his fucking basketball team.
A gun shop with a Confederate flag in it, and I bought it. We're sitting on 340 acres here.
So then she goes to Virginia and founds a bankrupt town, which I support. I support the bankrupt town. Hold on, let me see if I can get the echo out. I might be able to do that. No, I got echo cancellation on. I don't know. Then she goes to a small town, and they're saying that she made a bankrupt town into Virginia's wealthiest historic city, but that's not true. And I'm gonna let it play out. Then she finds a small town and decides to lock it down. Right? So let's see how women lock down small towns. Let's go. Women with what she had, like fucking a couple of billion. Because Bob Johnson had that bread, bro. He had that guap. Yeah, Essence magazine. He had to sell that to her. Now you see how gay Essence got since Bob Johnson isn't involved. Now they got the Essence Fest, and it's all fabulous. That's her. Then gayed out the Essence magazine. Goddamn it, man. Took down BT. Fucked up Charlotte Hornets. I love Michael Jordan. Don't get it twisted, but bro, you're not a good owner, bro. So any chance they have from the Stacey Augman, Larry Johnson, and Alonzo Mourning days on Grandmama, all that, that's gone. Now we just here. Charlotte got a team, but yeah. So let's see how she locked down a small town.
So when I came up here, the light bulb went off. I said, I need to build an economic engine that's going to support this town. And I came up with the idea of building this resort. And I thought that...
Let's stop right there. Stop right there. Shout out to Mineral Mitch for the $10 cash out, man. Gratitude, sir. Appreciate you, man. Let's stop right there. She's bringing a resort to a small town. Let me tell you, that's the equivalent of putting a prison in a small town and saying that you made the town prosperous. The prison might be prosperous. You provided jobs for the rest of the city, but the city worker, they're not rich. The correctional officers aren't rich. They're just employed. The people that own the mom and pop spots of Denny's, the little hotel motels along the way, they make a couple of dollars because, grandma want to come from the major city to downstate or upstate, depending on how your state made, to go to the penitentiary to visit grandbaby, and she got to spend a night. But that doesn't make the city prosperous. That makes the jail prosperous, the jail budget crazy, because they outsourcing jobs. They got AT&T paying motherfuckers $3 a week. But they don't make the city prosperous. So you got to see how they play with words. When they say made Virginia's wealthiest historic city. Okay, I'm going to quit interrupting.
Everyone was going to be so excited about it and wonderful. Well, let me tell you. I forgot I was south of the Mason-Dixon line, and all hell broke loose. Thought that I was just going to totally destroy this town, and I would make my arguments. I said, you all need money. They needed a new water sewage treatment plant. They needed to bring businesses in here. Fast forward, this is now the wealthiest historic town in the state of Virginia. They get a lot of money from it. And that's what keeps this place going. After selling,
they get a lot of money from me. Did you hear what she said? They get a lot of money from me. So they whole historic, what makes them the wealthiest historic city is not because they get money. It's because a woman who stole 9 figures from her husband moved there. So where these liberals play with words, bro. They play with words crazy, bro. A hotel does not make you the richest place in America. Or you can't blame the Mason-Dixon. Like, oh my God, I'm south of the Mason-Dixon, so they so racist. They won't let me build a 5-star luxury spa suite so me and my rich friends can come and maybe somebody can play golf. I hate it here, bro. But I also love it here because we live in the greatest time in American history if we pull the trigger right now, bro. They said we had the 2026. Now I'm thinking, shit, bro. I'm hoping 2026. This is the last chance we get to flip over the all the chips off the damn checkerboard and walk off, bro. This is our last chance, bro. Right now. To secede from American culture and still get American money. Like, ain't no reason to go nowhere. Like, just get the money. Don't play the game. That's not the game for us, bro. That's a different football. I thought they meant soccer. Like, don't play this game. America playing the game that the hats want them to play. Play a whole different game, a parallel game. Be like, nah, you got a different choice. And get this money and get support from America, bro. There's a lot of men out here with holes in their backyard they've been trying to fill for a long time. But you can't because you keep appointing women as judges. Anyway, I'm gonna figure it out. Y'all can inbox me though. Inbox me, DM me, whatever, man. But show ideas, but y'all want to hear about, man. I'm willing, bro. I can't talk about Tyler's all the time. But today was just incredible, bro. I have never seen, bro. It was so many old people, bro. It was so many old people. Walkers, fucking, it was just crazy, bro. I'm like, what are they voting for, bro? Like, they not gonna live past this vote, bro. Like, they not looking like they doing well. They don't look like healthy. They don't look like Quincy Jones 91. They look rough, bro. They not gonna make it. So I don't know what they voted. But anyway, man. I'm gonna take it out on the Alpha remix, man. As always, man, love your brothers as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Tribe up.
It all started in aisle 5 with this child asking for a toy mama couldn't buy. They smiled, they begged, tried to make her laugh. Her pride couldn't say we can't afford it, but she couldn't ignore it. So she grabbed the belt and told her what my mama told me. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It all started in aisle 5. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It all started in aisle 5. This woman is giving me fits. Her mouth keeps saying words, but ain't talking about shit. Real man, this I need to do that. I asked her to chill, she couldn't do that. I gave her side eye, she asked who I'm looking at. Then I remember what I saw in aisle 5. So I looked her in the eyes and grabbed her son's plastic bat. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It all started in aisle 5. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. Aisle 5. It all started in aisle 5. woman is giving me fits. Her mouth keeps saying words, but ain't talking about shit. Real man, this I need to do that. I asked her to chill, she couldn't do that. I gave the side eye, she asked who I'm looking at. Then I remember what I saw in aisle 5. So I looked her in the eyes and grabbed her son's plastic bat. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It all started in aisle 5. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It all